several days just because of the number of coats that need to be applied, and then that full sanding sequence of rough, medium, and then fine sanding, and then the buffing. So we have a step-by-step process that we follow. It is somewhat inconvenient, so it requires a little bit of planning ahead.
So my answer to that would be rugs and runners.
Or my answer to that would be a cruise.
David Hochberg would say just sell the house.
All right. Well, David Hochberg will be back next week. Again, thank you so much to Jim Brown from the Sarah Leonard Group, and Igor, always a pleasure to see you from Mr. Floor, and Michael Houston. Yeah, always fun to work with you. I'm
Thanks,
teasing
Wendy.
you. Thank you so much for listening. And also, thank you to Colin and Iridian and Tony. And we have Northwestern basketball coming your way next with Mr. Cat, Dave Ennett. And it's happening right here, 720 WGN. Go Cats. I'm a little early. Bing.
It's time for Wildcat basketball, Chicago's Big Ten team. Today's broadcast of Northwestern basketball is presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, proudly leading the way towards better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, preferred Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese of Northwestern Athletics. It's showtime! Now, here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
The Northwestern Wildcats are on the air today from Welsh Ryan Arena in Evanston. Big Ten basketball. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Oregon Ducks. Good afternoon, everybody, along with Wildcats great Billy McKinney. Dave Ennett from Welsh Ryan Arena. Nice to have you along. Welcome to an afternoon of Northwestern Wildcat basketball. The Northwestern basketball pregame show is presented by Wintrust. The Wildcats seek a third consecutive victory here this afternoon as they welcome in the Ducks in the penultimate home game of the season. The Cats are coming off one of their best wins of the year on the road at Indiana Tuesday night, 72-68, a game in which they overcame a 9-point halftime deficit to beat the Hoosiers for the sixth consecutive time and the fourth straight time at the Assembly Hall. Northwestern is 12-16, 4-13 in the Big Ten, 8-6 here at home, 2-6 at home in Big Ten Conference play. The Oregon Ducks had their best win of the year on Wednesday night, winning at home in Eugene over the Wisconsin Badgers 85-71. It was their second straight win and third in their last four games. Oregon comes in 11-17, also 4-13 in the Big Ten, 2-6 on the road overall and in conference play under their veteran head coach, Dana Altman. Get up-to-date information on today's game by downloading the free Game Day program. Visit adusports.com/publications. Billy and I will look at the matchup in a moment. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Ozinga is a fourth-generation family-owned American business that provides quality bulk materials and diverse concrete solutions delivered where you need it, when you need it. With the help of our extensive network of transportation services, including truck, rail, barge, and ship terminals across the Midwest, Ozinga makes a positive impact on individuals, their families, and the community for generations by providing concrete, aggregates, and cement that help build a better future. For more information, visit ozinga.com.
Allegra is a full-service marketing company providing customized marketing, printing, mailing, and signage solutions to meet your business goals. Allegra offers a wide variety of creative solutions that are tailored to each business's unique challenges. From printing services and custom signs to mailing services and promotional marketing. Call Allegra in Evanston at 847-864-9797 or visit AllegraEvanston.com to learn more. Every game starts with teamwork, and at Goodwill, we believe in the same thing. When you shop secondhand, you're helping create jobs, strengthen communities, and give every item a second chance to shine. From game day looks to sustainable style, your next win starts at Goodwill. Visit GoodwillGreaterMC.org to find your nearest store. Goodwill, style with purpose, built for Wildcats.
It's Bob Surratt and the morning crew, 6 till 10 a.m. on your home for Big Ten basketball.
Well, the Wildcats have a chance here this afternoon to win their third straight Big Ten game. They haven't won 3 straight conference games since just about a year ago, February of last year, when they won at Ohio State, at Minnesota, and they beat Iowa here at Welsh Ryan Arena. And Billy, it's significant because right now, as we speak, you have 5 teams all battling to avoid finishing in one of those last 4 spots and having to play on that first day of the Big Ten tournament, Tuesday, March the 10th. You have 4 teams with identical 4-13 records. The Wildcats, Maryland, Oregon, and Rutgers. And then you got Penn State alone at 2-15. Penn State at the moment locked in a deadlock in the final seconds with Iowa. But the winner of this game will, for the moment, move above the fray and at least control their destiny as far as being able to get straight into the second day of the tournament, play in the second round on Wednesday rather than having to play on Tuesday. And that's something. If you want to try to maybe make a little bit of a run at the tournament, having to play on that Tuesday makes it a lot tougher.
It certainly does, Dave. And as you alluded to, this is an important game for both ball clubs. And the Cats have to come out and play with the same sense of urgency in which they played the last couple of ball games, especially bottle what they did in the second half. But this afternoon, they're going to have to stop one of the top big men in the conference, and Nate Biddle. Not only does he block shots, he shoots threes, he rebounds. He is a tough player, much like the young man from Washington, Steinbach,
yeah.
who gave the Cats fits. And this is a huge team, so it looks like Chris Collins might go with a little bit of lineup change to combat the size that this team offers. And they're missing one of their top players in Jackson Shellstad, the guard that really lit us up last year in Eugene.
Yeah, they've had a bunch of injuries over the course of the season, and they endured a 10-game losing streak before winning 3 of their last 4 games, including a win at home over Penn State, a win on the road at USC. Meantime, the Wildcats rallied in the second half, outscored Indiana after halftime 39-26, and they did it with defense too, because Indiana was shooting the lights out the first half, and Cats shut them down in the second half.
Well, the turnaround from the field goal percentage standpoint was stark, Dave, and the team came out. Indiana, as you said, got a lot of early threes, and the Cats turned the tables with great defense and clutch plays, especially from some of the young players. Jake West had a nice second half. Of course, Martinelli always outstanding, but showing some maturity, and especially as we talked about consistently throughout the course of the year, they're getting over that mental lapse at the 12-minute mark remaining in the ball game, and they finished strong against the Indiana Hoosiers, came home with a win.
2 weeks ago this afternoon, the Wildcats lost their 5th in a row at Nebraska, and they couldn't get past that 12-minute mark in the second half. Since then, they're 2-0, and they'll try to make it 3-0 here this afternoon.
Yeah, David, and the one thing that we've got to look for, how will this early start impact both ball clubs? Cats haven't had a lot of great success with early games, and Oregon got to get accustomed to this time change. But they did it against Wisconsin, so we'll see. We're going to have a great game here. All
right, the Cats and the Ducks coming up from Evanston. I'll be back with Coach Chris Collins next. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The newly renovated hotel features all new guest rooms and suites. This season, score sensational offers close to Northwestern events with seasonal packages and accommodations suited for families, graduates, and sports fans, including unique corner quad accommodations featuring 4 connecting guest rooms and a private corridor. When you want to be in the center of game day action, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay. Visit hilton.com/Orrington Evanston to learn more.
I'm John Williams here weekdays 10 to 2. Now it's back out to Chicago's Big Ten team.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Chris Collins is presented by Pace Bus. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. Here with the head coach of the Wildcats before this game with Oregon at Welsh Ryan Arena. Let's go back to Tuesday night at Indiana. They score 42 in the first half. They score 26 after halftime, I believe. They shoot 60%, make 8 threes in the first half, shoot about 30% in the second half. So whatever you said at halftime, obviously you got your point across.
I would love to take credit for it, but the players just really buckled down. We did talk about tightening things up, going into that game. We did want to take away threes. We did a horrible job in the first half, and we just felt we were kind of fortunate to only be down 9 at that time. And we just said, hey guys, if we can tighten up our defense and kind of get Nick going a little bit in the second half, we're going to have a great chance to win this game. And those were the 2 things that happened. I was really pleased. I thought we made a lot of winning plays, things that don't, show up on the stat sheet, blocking somebody out, chucking somebody on a cut, being physical, getting the hand up and contesting without fouling, things like that we haven't done a great job of. Thought we showed some growth in that game.
When you would talk about the switch from the first half to the second half, it wasn't schematic though.
Wasn't really schematic. It was just more of a sense of urgency. I thought we were doing it obviously right away with Wilkerson, let him hit 4 threes in the first 5 minutes, and he's arguably the best shooter in the conference. So, we just weren't as dialed in as we needed to be. We weren't, a step slow, I thought, in rotations, and they were really making us pay. Then I thought at halftime, our guys really made the conscious effort to play with more energy and more focus on that end, and it really paid off.
You play a half like that in a venue like that, in a game like that, does that kind of give you the feeling that this is what the team you thought you were going to have and the team that it could be?
Yeah, it was very encouraging, especially on the road against a team fighting for an NCAA berth, to be able to do those things we talked about, with a lot of young guys out there. It was encouraging. And now you want to see consistent growth, right? Can you follow up a game like that and come home and have the same impact, have that same sense of urgency, that same physicality, those same winning things? And that's going to be the big challenge this afternoon.
Well, you're playing a team that also are coming off their best game, certainly against Wisconsin the other night. And what do you see from Oregon that they've done here in this stretch where obviously they're playing better?
Well, Coach Altman, that's a trademark of his whole career. His teams sometimes kind of start slow and they finish incredibly strong. And they've gotten healthier. Nate Biddle, to me, is one of the best bigs in the entire conference. His skill set is undeniable. He can shoot threes. He can score in the post. He's one of the best defenders, not only his position, but as a help guy, blocking shots. And so, he's a real force. They have great athletes. They're starting 3 McDonald's All-Americans. So there's a lot of talent there. They're starting to really figure out how they have to play. They mix up defenses, give you different looks. And this is going to be an incredibly tough challenge. They're coming off their best game and a big win over Wisconsin.
All right. So your lineup today?
Yeah, we're going to start Page inside, mostly just because to combat their size. They start 3 really big guys on the front line, and we want to be able to match that to start the game. And, other than that, it'll be the other same 4 guys. And, hopefully our guys will have great energy to start the game.
All right. 3 in a row has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Definitely more than a loss. So let's go out and compete and hopefully give ourselves a chance here today.
All right. Thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's Chris Collins. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Bundling your home and auto with Progressive could help you save without sacrificing quality. It's the smart thing to do. And as a hockey fan, you always know the smart thing to do.
Shoot the puck.
And you let the players know it.
Shoot the puck.
All game.
Shoot it. Come on, shoot.
And sometimes even after.
Man, rough game, huh?
Yeah, they should have shot the puck.
So bundle your home and auto with Progressive. It's the smart thing to do. But you already knew that. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
What a finish. A perfect game ender.
Even more, 10 Mile House at TMHEvanston.com is the sweet spot for pre, during, and post-game revelry.
Steps from Welsh Ryan. They got it going on 7 days a week.
And Sunday brunch, you just can't beat it.
10 Mile House is stacked with awesome comfort food, tasty craft cocktails, and seasonal wine and beer.
I'm going with the house smoked barbecue.
It's a crisp brick oven pizza for me.
10 Mile is the reigning neighborhood spot. Go to TMHEvanston.com to make a reservation today. That's TMHEvanston.com. Go Wildcats.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side, your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed, plus an extra $100 off all mattresses. And Saturday, only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
At Guzman y Gomez, we are fast food athletes say yes to. As a proud sponsor of Northwestern Athletics, GYG is serving up real clean burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Made fresh daily right here in Evanston and across Chicagoland. Stop by our restaurants in Naperville, Schaumburg, Crystal Lake, Buffalo Grove, Deerfield, Des Plaines, and of course, Evanston. GYG is here to fuel the community, whether it's dining in our restaurant, ordering through our GoMex app, or even catering with delicious food that's fast, fresh, and full of good vibes. Guzman y Gomez, fast food athletes say yes to.
It's Bob Surratt, weekdays with the morning crew, 6 till 10 on your home for Big Ten basketball.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Sophia Hope performing our national anthem here at Welsh Ryan Arena. Getting set for Northwestern and Oregon. Before we do, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat basketball.
WGN Chicago is your radio home for the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500 on air and on smart devices worldwide.
Wildcat fans, Game Day Spirit has you covered in store online for the best Northwestern game day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nqsports.com. Game Day Spirit, where Wildcat fans shop. It's been the Northwestern Basketball pregame show presented by Wintrust. Back to get it going next. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. Get your Venmo debit card today and start earning rewards with Venmo Stash. No monthly fee, no minimum balance. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash bundle terms and exclusions apply at venmo.me/stash terms. Max $100 cash back per month.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Plumbers, today will be a good day. You will be profitable. Your clients will be nice. No one will stand over you and tell you how to fix the thing they actually hired you to fix. You will also feel at peace after switching to Progressive, America's #1 commercial auto insurer. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 commercial auto insurer from the NAIC's 2024 National Premium Data.
This is Wildcat Basketball, presented by Wintrust, proudly leading the way towards better healthcare. It's countdown to tip-off. Here's the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
Starting lineups are powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University athletics. For the visiting Oregon Ducks and head coach Dana Altman, at forward Kwame Evans Jr., a 6'10 junior from Baltimore, leading rebounder, second leading scorer for Oregon, averaging 13 points, just over 7 rebounds a game to rank in the top 10 of the Big Ten. At forward, Sean Stewart, a 6'9 junior from Windermere, Florida, a transfer from Ohio State. Before that, played at Duke. He's their #2 rebounder and 4th leading scorer. Stewart, 6.9 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. At center, their leading scorer, Nate Biddle, 7-foot senior from Central Point, Oregon, averaging just under 17 points and just under 7 rebounds a game. He ranks in the top 15 in the Big Ten in both those categories. A guard, Kai Simpkins, a 6'4 senior from Brooklyn, New York, a transfer from Elon University, averaging 12.6 points. He's their assisted steals leader. And a guard, Drew Carter, a 6'3 senior from Portland, Oregon, a transfer previously from Cal Davis, averaging 2.5 points a game and starting today for the 8th time. Dana Altman, in his 16th year as the head coach of the Ducks, 381 wins there, 791 career coaching victories in a 37-year career. For the Wildcats and head coach Chris Collins, at forward on his bobblehead day, the Big Ten's leading scorer, Nick Martinelli, 28 the other night, the win over Indiana, averaging 22.6 per game. Trey Singleton, Arrington Page, starting for the first time since January 17th here against Nebraska. And the guards, freshman Jake West and Jaden Reed. Chris Collins, 206 wins, second most in Wildcat history. Our officials, Jeffrey Anderson, Doug Sermons, Earl Walton. Cats in their home whites. Oregon in their green uniforms with the orange lettering. Very distinctive orange trim. You can't miss them.
No.
And it will be Biddle to jump against Page.
Not easy being green. In the words of Kermit the Frog.
And there we go. The jump controlled by the Wildcats as Page knocks it to Martinelli. Those two key players against Indiana the other night. Jake West has it out in front, matched up there on Drew Carter. Drives, leaves it for Page. Jabs up, drives right past Biddle, strips of the ball, and the first foul of the game is called.
And that's a move that's been available to Page most of this year. Teams have to honor his pump fake. That time he got Biddle in the air, got fouled as he was on his way to the rack.
Quick foul on Kwame Evans Jr. will send Arrington Page to the free throw line. 66% foul shooter. The Wildcats as a team, 75% from the line. First one up and no good. Arrington's been coming off the bench the other night, 10.6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals.
Yeah, and that effort is what helped the Cats turn the second half around against the Indiana Hoosiers.
Second free throw good. Cats lead it 1-0. As Oregon will bring it up. Out of the front court comes to Kai Simpkins. Works off a high screen set by Page. Bouncing right of the key to Stewart. And now here's Evans. Holds and looks on the right. Bounces it for Stewart. Bobbles, catches. Now he throws it away. A steal. Page running the floor against Biddle. And he slams it down and hits the deck hard. Oh my goodness. He went up to dunk that ball. It came down on his left shoulder, but now he's up and looks like he's okay. What a play by Arrington Page.
Well, playing the passing lane and the strong double team right in front of the Cats bench allows him to get out, steal the ball, and what a fantastic play. Great thing he's not hurt.
Carter walks, boy, that was scary. Carter brings it up. Simpkins on the left wing against West. One dribble quickly to Stewart. Hand off to Carter. Drives to the baseline. Cut off there. Bounces back outside. Run against Simpkins. Drives in for the layup. And the Ducks are on the board. It's 3-2. Now the Wildcats to the other end. Left to right, there's West to Martinelli. His first touch, bouncing for Page. Arrington Page turns, hands it off to Reed. Fires a jumper. It's no good. The rebound taken by Oregon as Stewart's able to hold on to it. Good rebounder, Sean Stewart. A lot of experience. Now here's Evans high on the left side against Trey Singleton. Back to Carter. Lobs it to Stewart, but Stewart driving right to the basket. And he throws it down with the right hand.
A bad breakdown defensively between Jayden Reed and Trey Singleton there. Both switched out on the same player.
Oregon's got its first lead. 4 straight for the Ducks. It's 4-3. Now Page sets a screen for West. Out of the corner, Singleton 3. It's no good. Rebound Martinelli between two Ducks. Underhand scoop to Page underneath, and Simpkins knocks it out of bounds.
Martinelli once again doing a terrific job of sliding between the defense to keep the ball alive on the offensive glass.
Cats will inbound. Reed heaves it to Martinelli beyond the three-point line. Stewart falls down. Martinelli a 3, no good. He had an open look for 3 and missed it. Rebound taken by Oregon. Here's Stewart lobbing over the top, caught by Biddle. Layup good. 6-3 Ducks.
The Ducks have a big lineup, and the Cats are going to have to put pressure on the exterior passes to not make it so easy to go inside.
Here's Reed. Angles right. Looks for Martinelli. Right corner 3. No good. He got fouled. Down to the right corner. Fouled by Stewart, and Nick will go to the free throw line for 3 shots.
Martinelli, the shot was well out of his hands, and Stewart's momentum took him right into Martinelli to earn him 3 shots at the charity stripe.
Nick beginning play today, 1,637 points. First free throw, good. He is 8th all-time at Northwestern. 46, now 45 points away from tying one of his coaches, Bryant McIntosh, for the 7th spot. Second free throw, no good. Comes right back to Nick. He will have one more. He has hit the 20-point mark 20 times this season. That's the most for a Wildcat since at least 2004. Second one up and good. So Nick's got his first 2 points. Cats are within 1 at 6-5. Simpkins angles right to the front court. Dumps it to Stewart. Swings it left. Evans goes into Biddle. Here comes the double. He heaves it out to Stewart. Right of the lane. Skips it back to Biddle for 3. No good. Rebound taken by Evans. And a reset here for Oregon. Evans out to Simpkins. Drives right baseline. Scooped it up. Left it short. Rebound Singleton. Here comes West to Martinelli. Left corner. Reed. Catch and shoot 3. Good. In transition, 3-pointer for the Cats, their first of the game, and it's 8-6 Northwestern.
Nice ball movement on the break by the Cats after a solid rebound.
There's Simpkins, dumps it to Biddle. It's deflected out by Page. Here comes Angelo Cheravino checking in for the Wildcats. Where Singleton goes out. Evans will trigger left sideline into Stewart. It's into Biddle at the elbow. Underneath, there's Evans. Missed the layup. Rebound, Cheravino. He was wide open. There's Reed down the left side for the Cats, who lead by 2. Reed looks right corner. Cheravino. Return feeds for Jayden Reed. Jab set. Drives past Biddle. Gets in the lane. Kicks to Page for 3. That's no good. Rebound fought for. Martinelli got a hand on it, but it's controlled by Evans. Oregon the other way, down 2. Evans leaves it for Carter right of the circle. Now flips it to Simpkins out front with Martinelli on it. Looking left, Evans. Quickly to Stewart, left wing. Stewart against Page. Drives into the paint. Jumper there. No good. Tipped up by Biddle. Good. And we're tied at 8.
Biddle with the inside position and just the long arms enables him to keep the ball alive and tip it in.
Biddle's got 4. Third team All Big Ten performer a year ago and a member of the All Defensive team. Here's Sharavino high left. Looks around. Still looking. Gets it to Page at the top. Jab step. 3-pointer. No good. Tipped up by Martinelli. That won't go. And the rebound, Evans. We're tied at 8. 15-22 to go first half.
Yeah, the Cats with a couple shots that have just rimmed in and out.
Yeah. Nick going hard of the offensive glass. He's missed a couple of tip-ins. Here's Evans. Played by Sharavino. Gets it to Simpkins. Now Sharavino takes Simpkins on the switch. Biddle a screen. Simpkins rejects it. Evans a 3. Good. Kwame Evans hits the 3, and it's 11-8 Oregon. First 3-pointer for the Ducks. Oregon averages 8 threes a game, though they only shoot 32% from beyond the arc. Bottom 5 of the Big Ten. Here's Reed, stop and go dribble right in the lane. Jumper up, no good. And the rebound taken by Evans, and he'll bring it the other way. The rebound's kind of leaning towards Oregon so far. High lob. Biddle to catch. He throws it away. He was trying to save it. No one in the corner. Maybe Carter was in the vicinity, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Northwestern ball when we come back. Time for our Athletico physical therapy injury update. In pain? Start with Athletico. Visit athletico.com to request your in-clinic or virtual free assessment. No injuries to report for the Wildcats. Find family winter fun at Minnesota Slopes. Experience the thrill of downhill skiing at 18 scenic and affordable ski areas. Whether you prefer fast technical lines or long cruising runs, Minnesota ski areas offer a mixture of terrain to challenge every level of skier. Plan your winter getaway at exploreminnesota.com/slopes. 14:28 to go first half. Oregon leads Northwestern 11-8. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
PowerPlate, the official fitness technology partner of the Northwestern Wildcats, is a staple of Northwestern athletic training, but it's not just for elite athletes. It's also scientifically proven to burn fat, increase strength and flexibility, and help build strong bones. And in a recent independent university study, PowerPlate was even shown to enhance blood flow to improve cognitive function in users to help keep their mind sharp and help prevent cognitive impairment. Sound too good to be true? It's not. See for yourself at powerplate.com. Live like the Cats with PowerPlate.
The preceding episode of Home Sweet Home Chicago was sponsored by David Hochberg and Michael Houston from Lindholm Roofing, Jim Brown from the Sarah Leonard team, and Mr. Floor Igor Marak. For additional sponsors of the Home Sweet Home program, please visit WGNradio.com/Home Sweet Home Chicago.
Bob Surratt in charge of the station, weekday morning 6 to 10 on your home for Big Ten basketball.
Cats fans, Northwestern trusts IAS branding with the Wildcats brand. Let IAS branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, be the solution for your branded merchandise and promotional products. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. Dave Bennett, Billy McKinney from Welsh Ryan Arena. Good crowd on hand on this Saturday afternoon, the second to last Saturday of the Big Ten season. 11-8 Oregon. The Ducks have outscored the Cats in points in the paint, 8-2, out shooting them 56-22%. It's a 3-point Oregon lead.
Yeah, Dave, that's the big difference. Once again, as we saw that in Indiana, the Cats started out slow shooting in the first half. In the 8 points in the paint by Oregon out of their 11 tells you why they're shooting such a high percentage right now at 56%.
Jordan Clayton in for the Wildcats, along with Tyler Krupp, the freshman who had started the last 10 games, coming off the bench today in place of Arrington Page. Sharavino, West, and Martinelli, who inbounds it to Jake West. He'll bring it up against Simpkins. All starters still out there for Oregon, except for one substitution, I believe. And here is West with the logo. 14-14 to go first half. West will take a deep three. It's out. Rebounded by the Ducks. Kwame Evans. That thing started down the cylinder and came back out. Here's Ezra Lindsay. He throws it away. His first touch. He had just come in on the timeout. Senior from Louisville. It didn't play last year because of injury, and that's the third Oregon turnover. And the Cats get a reprieve here as West brings it across the midcourt line. Jake West, played by Carter out front, gets a screen from Martinelli. Looks for Nick, and Karam's off of his back shoulder and into the scorer's table. The Cats return the favor, and they turn it over to the Ducks.
Yeah, an unforced turnover, and Oregon making a concerted effort, Dave, to go inside anytime the Cats switch. They've got a mismatch in size with either Jake West or Clayton or Jaden Reed defending a player that's 6'9" or above.
And now Evans bobbles it right into the arms of Martinelli, who bounces to West, who drives to the basket, leaves it for Nick. Floater good, and one. What a play. Nick Martinelli in transition with West, who very subtly left it for Nick, who scores and gets fouled. And he can tie it up, his first field goal of the game and the 609th of his career, which is 8th all-time at Northwestern. And the free throw good. 3-point play for Nick ties the game.
Terrific wraparound pass by West, and he sold that play by looking as if he was going for the shot.
Told me. Although that's a low bar. Here's Simpkins bouncing to Biddle. They double team him with Martinelli and Kropp, and he throws it into the corner, back around to Lindsay, drives down the lane, scoops it up, missed it. A foul called on Jake West.
Jake West just a half step late on the rotation there.
That's the first Northwestern foul. They got 3 already on the Ducks. 2 shots here for Lindsay. First one up good, and Lindsay 57% free throw shooter. Oregon as a team, 72%. Third from the bottom of the Big Ten. Wei Lin, a 6'4" sophomore from China, has checked in for the Ducks. Second free throw, no good. In and out, rebound Sherabino. It's a 1-point Oregon lead, 12-11.
Justice.
Here's West, hands to Clayton, who scored 20 last home game. Sherabino looks for West now, left wing, lobbing over the top. Nice catch. Martinelli triple teamed underneath, got it to Kropp, he missed a layup. Martinelli got it back. Sherabino to West, pulls up, left in the lane, jumper good. Oh, man, I talk about a second chance opportunity there thanks to Dick Martinelli. Cats are in front 13-12.
And an aggressive move by Jake West before the defense could react and recover.
Now Lynn finds Biddle alone on the low block for an easy layup.
More points in the paint. Oregon, again, looking to take advantage of their size against the Cats.
And a 14-13 Oregon lead. 6 for Biddle. There's Kropp. Out in front, leaves it to Sherabino, sets a screen for him. He goes the other way, looks around, fires it up top. Martinelli down the lane, floater no good. A foul call. And Nick will go to the free throw line.
Martinelli, again, with his vintage move of slicing through the defense, going to his right, gets the little floater off before the defense could really challenge the shot and draws the foul.
Second foul on Sean Stewart. 4th Oregon foul. Martinelli at the free throw line. First one good. Luke Johnson, 6'8" sophomore, makes his 11th appearance for the Ducks, replacing Stewart. And here comes Jaden Reed back in, replacing West for the Wildcats.
West continuing to show much improvement as the season progresses.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Sherabino. Out to Clayton, around to Martinelli. Fakes the 3, gives it off to Reed. Down the paint, little jumper, good. A runner by Jaden Reed. Puts the Cats up by 2, 16-14. Reed's got 5. Here's Ray Lynn, a steal by Reed, and then a foul called on Lindsay of Oregon.
Yeah.
So the Cats forcing some turnovers here. That's a handful of turnovers now by the Ducks. A foul on Lindsay, and we have a timeout with 11:45 to go here in the first half. Attention to all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. Today's game sponsor is Whitehall of Deerfield, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. It's Northwestern 16, Oregon 14, 11:45 to go first half. Is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for the players every game at Welsh Ryan Arena. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup or for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, the official hardwood floor care provider of Northwestern basketball.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust, different approach, better results. Member FDIC, specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
Hey, I'm John Williams, and I'll see you weekdays 10 to 2. Let's get you back to the Wildcats.
Go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Fourth meeting ever between the Wildcats and the Ducks. The second since Oregon entered the Big Ten last year. This is their first trip to Evanston to play the Wildcats. Oregon 3-0 all-time against the Cats, including last year's 81-75 win in Eugene. But the Ducks have played in Evanston on one other occasion. The very first NCAA basketball tournament in 1939. The championship was played at Patton Gymnasium, right on Sheridan Road on the Evanston campus. And the Ducks, who I think were then had a different nickname, they beat Ohio State 46-33 to win the first ever NCAA tournament.
A high-scoring affair. And I think Patton Gym was not the venue that it was back then when we were in school. Or some people might argue we attended that NCAA game back in 1939. But the Cats here, with the lead, and what they've done is they're starting to even out the points in the paint, and they've been taking advantage of points off of turnovers here to start this ball game.
Right, here's Reed to Martinelli. Cats up by 2, 16-14. Reed gets a screen from Kropp. Reed starts left, kicks it out. Cheravino, right baseline drive, steps through. Out to Martinelli, around to Reed. Head fake, jump stop in the lane, turns, 7 to shoot, scoops it up with the left hand, missed it. Kropp got the rebound and bobbled it out of bounds.
Reed did the best he could in taking that shot and avoiding a 3 seconds violation, and then Kropp just couldn't catch the offensive rebound.
All right, Oregon ball down 2, 11-16 to go first half. Wei Lin brings it up. They get it inside Biddle, drops it off to Evans, and Cheravino rips it out of his arms on the shot. No look feed to Martinelli, left baseline. Underneath Kropp, layup, good. What a play by Cheravino to trigger the break. And the Cats are up for 18-14.
That's definitely a top 10 play on ESPN. What a great hustle play by Martinelli. Looked like Evans had to dunk.
Cheravino, second on the team in blocks another one. There's Lynn, jump stop, jumper, right of the lane, no good. Rebound, Cheravino. Left of the lane, I should say. Bouncer, Martinelli, free throw line extended left. On the left baseline, tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Biddle. Cats lead by 4. Here's Simpkins all the way in. His layup is good. And it's an 18-16 Northwestern lead. First points, or second field goal now for Simpkins.
And really the first fast break points for the Ducks as they switched into a modified zone defense.
Now Martinelli catch and shoot three online, but no good. Rebound Biddle. Nate Biddle with 6 points to lead the Ducks so far. Lynn into the front court. Oregon looks to tie it or take the lead with a triple. Here's Evans, who's got a three-pointer in this game. Circles right. Gives it off Simpkins. Martinelli takes him on the switch. Shot clock at 10. Lobbing inside. There's a Northwestern foul called on Jaden Reed.
Again, the switching out top forces Reed to take Evans inside, and Oregon's going to continue to look for that play.
Martinelli and Kropp come out. Singleton and Page are in for the Cats. 18-16 Northwestern. Lynn to trigger, right baseline. Evans one hands it right in front of the Wildcat bench, and now the Simpkins out in front against Clayton. Looks foul line extended left for Lindsay, lobbing underneath. There's Evans, his shot blocked by Singleton, but a foul called on Trey.
Yeah, good effort and weak side help from Singleton that time. His momentum just took him into Evans as they were, again, trying to throw over the top while Jaden Reed was fronting Evans.
Evans will go to the free throw line. Kwame Evans Jr., 78% foul shooter, playing in his 98th game today. Free throw good. Here comes Jake West in for the Wildcats. Clayton out. For the Oregon Ducks, Jamari Phillips, sophomore from Antioch, California, comes in. Another free throw attempt here for Evans to try to tie the game. He does. We're tied at 18, 9:32 to go first half. West, Singleton, Sheravino, Page, and Reed for the Cats. West handles the ball. Just past the Northwestern logo. Feeds Singleton. Left corner, there's Reed. With Evans out to guard him in the corner. Now Page will hand it back to Jaden Reed. Cross-court feed, Sheravino right point. And to shoot here for Page at the top. Page against Evans with 7, with 6. Works his way into the paint. Kicks to Singleton. Left baseline drive. Shot over the rim, no good. Rebound Sheravino. Layup good by Singleton in the nick of time. And it's a 2018 Northwestern lead.
Singleton in the right place at the right time. The ball bouncing in the right direction.
Well, it's a tough shot initially, but then Sheravino able to get the rebound. Now here's Biddle, right of the lane, spins to his right. Jumper no good. And the rebound up for grabs, and then West bobbles it out of bounds. Cats had it for a moment.
Yeah, Evans has such length on the offensive glass, but he put it down on the floor and was swarmed by 3 Northwestern defenders.
All right. Oregon will inbound. Lynn to trigger, baseline left. Into Phillips, 3, no good. It rims out. Rebound tipped up in the air, and West ends up with it. Outlets for Singleton down the right side. Singleton draws the double out to Reed around a Sheravino, drives past Biddle, goes up, shot no good, he gets fouled. Aggressive take there by Angelo Sheravino, Billy.
You took the words right out of my mouth, and his play off the bench has been so important for this Northwestern team. And now you see him playing with the confidence in which he played with in high school and displaying his tremendous athleticism.
Foul on Jamari Phillips. That's the 6th Oregon foul. 2 shots here for Jello, shooting 55% from the line. First one good. His first point today. Luke Johnson back in for the Ducks. And Biddle gets a breather. Another free throw attempt here for Sheravino to try to extend this lead to 4 points for the Cats, which would match their largest, and it is good. And it's 22-18. He comes out. Martinelli comes back in for the Cats.
Yeah, what great effort by Angelo Sheravino coming off the bench, providing much needed energy and points and defense.
Here's Lynn. Looking left for Lindsay against Singleton. Driving hard, turns the corner, double teamed underneath. And Page blocks a shot into the arms of Singleton. Cats have numbers. West to Martinelli, who gets fouled on his way in.
Again, can't talk enough about Page and what he provides to this team when he's on. Terrific defensive play. And then Jake West centering the ball in the middle of the floor to Martinelli. Martinelli back to the charity stripe.
Foul on Lynn, his first 7th team foul. 2 shots here for Nick Martinelli. First one is good. Cats have their largest lead, 5 points. Another one coming here for Nick. Eyes the rim. Lefty fires and swishes it home, and the Wildcats have a 6-point lead, 24-18. 8:04 to go here in the first half.
And Martinelli with 8 free throws here in the first half.
That's 12-2 in fast break points, Billy. They just picked up 2 more. Lynn jump stop, jumper too strong. Rebound Martinelli. Out to West. He runs into Lindsay and loses it out of bounds right in front of us, and it will be an Oregon ball when play resumes here. 7:46 to go first half. Wildcat fans, score a basket for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese, made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. Ozinga's purpose: make a positive impact in the community, which is why they're the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Ozinga will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Ozinga, for your support in this great cause. Go Cats. It's Northwestern 24, Oregon 18, 7:46 to go. First half is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield at 720 WGN.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus.
I thought you didn't have any employees.
That's right. Our showrooms are employee-free.
But you still answer the phone?
Of course. Order Sealy Posturepedic and Beauty Rest mattresses by phone, online, or at our in-store kiosk.
No employees.
Saves you money. Through Monday, trade in your old mattress and get additional savings of $248 off a queen and $348 off a king.
Keep this up and you'll be named non-employee of the month.
Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hasselus.com.
From coffee to commute, listen to the Bob Surratt Morning Show, 6 till 10 on your home for Wildcat basketball.
The Libin Mop Crew is part of our winning team. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libin has the best tools to keep it clean. The mops, brooms, and brushes are family made in the USA. Visit Libin.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator. Let's find out what else is happening on a busy Saturday, final Saturday of February. Here is Mark Harmon.
Dave, Penn State gets Iowa today, 71-69. Josh Reed leading the Nittany Lions with 25. UCLA has run off 9 in a row here as they now lead Minnesota 30-27. Gophers were up early. Nebraska and USC, that tip to 3. Also at 3 today, Wisconsin and Washington. We'll give you the rest of the scores at halftime.
That UCLA-Minnesota game is at Williams Arena. We'll be there 1 week from tonight for the regular season finale. What could be a very significant game as far as standings for the Big Ten tournament. Nate Biddle back in for Oregon here. Evans out there, Carter out there, Phillips remains in, Simpkins. It's Oregon ball. The Ducks have missed 6 of their last 7 shots. Cats are on a 6-0 run to lead 24-18. Here's Carter, looks left for Evans, wanted to go in to Biddle and instead across. Here's Phillips wide on the right side, pressured by West. To Simpkins, he'll take a 17-footer straight on short. Rebounded by Martinelli.
Solid defense, and Singleton prevents Simpkins from getting into the paint, forcing the off-balance shot.
Martinelli takes it off a screen, and now Singleton jumper no good, and the rebound Evans. Here's Carter, angles left to the front court. Oregon's gone cold here. 7 minutes to go first half. They're down 6. Here's Phillips. Lobbing inside, a steal by Page. He read it beautifully. The pass intended for Evans, and now Reed lobs it in. Martinelli missed the banker from close range, and it's rebounded by the Ducks. Evans to the other end here for Oregon. Looks for Simpkins. Simpkins, stop and go dribble. Gets into the paint, turns, leaves it. Phillips, three, no good. Rebounded by Martinelli. Cats have started to take control of the glass, Billy, and also points in the paint.
Yeah, and they've done a great job of crashing the offensive boards where they have 6 offensive rebounds.
There's Page at the top. We tick towards the 6-minute mark. West bouncing right baseline. Martinelli faces the basket, shoots over Evans, missed it. Rebound Biddle. Phillips brings it up for the Ducks, who missed 8 of their last 9 shots. They haven't scored in 3.5 minutes. Here's Simpkins lobbing Biddle, mid-post left side against Page. Now skips it across to Carter for 3. Good. Right corner 3 for Drew Carter, his first points of the game. And that cuts the lead in half, 24-21.
Yeah,
Northwestern.
Cats defensive rotation at time, just a half step too slow.
There's Reed, looks for Martinelli. Into the corner to West on the left. Evans on him, back to Page. Cross-court feed for Reed. Shot clock at 8. Jaden Reed against Drew Carter. Reed driving. Yes, past Carter. The blow-by, the layup. Good. And the Cats lead it 26-21.
Jaden Reed, after missing a couple of early shots, now getting back on track.
7 for Reed. Cats lead by 5. Here's Evans. Back to Carter. Around to Phillips. Foul out extended range. Return feed for Drew Carter. Shot clock at 12. 5 minutes to go. Here's Simpkins. Left baseline runner, off window, good. And it's 26-23.
Tough shot by Simpkins that time. Baseline runner, that's one of the toughest shots to make in basketball, Dave. That little 5 to 7 foot floater on the baseline.
There's West bouncing for Martinelli. To the corner, Singleton, an open 3. He'll take it. He missed it. Rebound Phillips. And Oregon brings it down 3, 4.5 to go first half. Phillips directing traffic, pressured by Reed. And Reed the steal and a breakaway for Jaden Reed. Drives in, missed the layup. Long rebound, Martinelli scoops it up, and he puts up the shot. That won't go. And the rebound taken by the Ducks. 2 missed opportunities there for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Reed was too focused on creating contact and drawing the foul instead of making the shot.
Nick Martinelli 1 for 8 shooting. Still got 8 points. Here's Carter at the top, drives on Singleton, pulls it back out, feeds Phillips, shot clock at 6. Biddle drives past Page, bobbles the ball, got it to Evans, a block, but a foul called for the Wildcats with 3:45 to go in the first half of play. Northwestern leads Oregon 26-23. Back in a moment. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Join me, John Williams, middays 10 to 2 on WGN Radio. Let's get you back to the Wildcats.
Northwestern basketball is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs for protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. Keep up to date on the Wildcats by downloading the Northwestern app. Receive game day updates, news for all your favorite Northwestern teams. Access your mobile ticketing account and order in venue from the comfort of your seat. Search for the Northwestern Wildcats on the App Store and Google Play Store today. 26-23 Northwestern. The foul called on Aronson Page. That was his first, the fourth team foul. Cats will be right back here for their home finale Wednesday night. The Purdue Boilermakers come to town. Boy, what a game they played against Michigan State the other night. The Spartans able to pull out that victory at Mackey Arena. But, of course, Purdue's had some problems winning here at Welsh Ryan Arena the last few times they've been here. And they were ranked #1 in the country both times. Cats beat them. That'll be senior night, Wednesday night, a 7:30 game Central Time, and we'll have it for you on WGN.
Dave, the Cats just shooting 30% in the first half here, but still nursing a 3-point lead, and they've done that with fast break points, points off the turnovers, and they've also evened up those points in the paint. At one time, it was an 8-0 advantage for Oregon. Cats have been getting inside and getting to the charity stripe.
2 shots here for Kwame Evans, bangs the first one home. Evans only 1 point in the game last year out in Eugene against the Wildcats. Had 4 blocks against Wisconsin the other night. Makes both the free throws here to get the Ducks within 1. 26-25. Evans now goes out of the game. And Stewart back in, playing with 2 fouls. Cats bringing up a little backcourt pressure. Martinelli bounces to West, brings it into the front court, ahead to Clayton, who's checked back. Now to West, Cats will reset. Jake West, 15 to shoot, 3.5 for the half. West to Page, hands it back to Jake, driving, looking for Page. He'll take a straight on 3. It's no good. And the rebound in the corner, out of bounds, Oregon ball.
Yeah, the Cats have gone a little cold here in the last couple of minutes, and they've missed several shots inside, which could have increased this lead.
Nick Martinelli's 1 for 8 shooting. He's got 8 points and 7 rebounds. There's Carter. Pressured a bit, dumps it to Stewart, goes into Biddle for a layup. Good and 1. Cheravino with a foul, and Biddle will have a chance to put the Ducks back in front. Now they've answered the Cats 6-0 run with a 6-0 run of their own.
And again, the inside work by Biddle has really impacted the Cats here in the first half.
Second foul on Jaden Reed. Free throw, good. I said Cheravino was Reed. Makes the free throw, Biddle does, and Oregon leads 28-26. A 7-0 run. West surveys the court. Simpkins gives him a wide berth. Now they switch. Carter takes him. West drives, feeds it to Page. Bouncing from Martinelli. It's stolen, though. Stolen by Oregon's Sean Stewart.
Yeah, tough angle there. He needs to kick that out to the wing player and then let him dump it in the Martinelli in the low post.
Oregon the ball in a 2-point lead. Cross-court feed to Phillips. Now Biddle fakes the 3, drives on Page, who pokes it away out of bounds. It'll stay with Oregon, 10 to shoot.
Page with a good recovery there on the pump fake. Didn't fall for it completely.
And able to poke the ball away. Here comes Reed back in, replacing Jordan Clayton. And Carter will inbound down to the left corner. Heaves it to Simpkins just inside the midcourt line, played there by Cheravino. Shot clock down to 5, down to 4. Simpkins driving, doubling. Now a deep 3, Phillips got it. Late clock 3 for Jamari Phillips, his first points. And suddenly it's a 10-0 run here for the Ducks. They lead by 5. Martinelli feeds it out to West in the front court. Jake West looks for Reed wide right. Final 2 minutes first half. Cats have missed 7 of their last 8. Here's West. His pass to Cheravino is poked out of bounds by the Ducks. Cats will take it out, 10 to shoot. Minute 50 to go in the half. 5-point Oregon lead now. Reed looking. Right in front of the Oregon bench. Gets it to Page. Back to Reed. Now left corner. West fakes the three. Steps in. Fires a jumper. An air ball. Rebounded by the Ducks. Phillips leaves it for Carter. Minute 38 to go till halftime. Carter pushes off West. Gets it to Phillips. Around to Simpkins. Now Biddle up to the circle. Couple of dribbles. Kills the dribble. Feeds Simpkins. Hangs in the air. Jumper no good. The rebound out of bounds. Which way? Northwestern ball. Page knocked it away from the Ducks. So let's see if Oregon challenges here. They may.
Yeah, from this vantage point, it looked like the Cats' ball.
They changed the call without a challenge. It's Oregon ball. Let's see if the Cats challenge. They won't, apparently.
Well, Cats missing 8 of their last 9 shots have not helped their cause here.
Carter inbounds to Biddle. A minute 18 to go in the half. There's Simpkins. Gets it to Biddle. Swings it left. Phillips. It's to Stewart. And now Simpkins again. Stop and go dribble all the way to the baseline. Wraparound feed to Stewart. Jumper missed it wide right. Rebound Page. 1 minute to go in the half. See if the Cats can get something going here in the final minute. West bouncing Martinelli. Finds Page diving down the lane. Floats it home. And an offensive foul call.
Well, bad break for the Cats. Page, as the Cats get into their half-court set. Martinelli with a nice pass.
Cats have gone into a drought, Billy. 4.5 minutes without scoring, and Oregon's taken full advantage of that. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Oregon takes a timeout here on a 10-0 run with 54 seconds to go till halftime. The Cats had some early struggles. You kind of felt like they had reined it back in and they were starting to take control, and then all of a sudden it's gone back the other way.
And it started, Dave, with just missing a couple of shots inside, some missed opportunities on the breaks where they've excelled this afternoon, outscoring Oregon 12-2 on the break. But as you said, a 10-0 run, and they haven't scored in the last 4.5 minutes, missed 8 of their last 9 shots. These are the droughts that they've gone throughout the course of this year, that we've seen them lose close games, but we know that this team will battle back.
54 seconds on the clock. Stewart to inbound for Oregon. Some backcourt pressure here by the Cats. Now Simpkins now gets it to Carter. He'll bring it up as the Cats drop back defensively. Carter walks it across the midcourt line. 46 seconds to go. 24-second differential. Simpkins runs the baseline from the right side and dunks it. Timeout Northwestern. It's 33-26. A 12-0 Oregon run here.
Dave, this is, when I look back at the score now, the Cats down by 7. Takes me back to the Indiana game, where the Cats were down by 9 at half, but regrouped, and they're going to have to do the same thing here as they've struggled to shoot, score, and make shots. But halftime coming up in 41.5 seconds. Again, they'll have to have one of those heart talks again and turn it around.
The difference, I think, Billy, was the Cats were shooting better against Indiana, and they played better towards the end of the first half, even though they were down by 9. Here, their worst stretch has come at the end of the half, and probably halftime can't come soon enough right now. Oregon's outscored them 15-2, and the Cats have gone 4.5 minutes without scoring. For the Cats, Singleton, Cherubino, Reed, Martinelli, and West. Simpkins, Carter out there, Biddle, Lindsay back in for Oregon, and Phillips. And Cats, 36 seconds, break the backcourt pressure. There's a 12-second differential shot clock to game clock. We're down to the final half minute of the first half. Here's West high on the right side. Played by Phillips. Shot clock at 12. West driving. Spins right. Feeds Martinelli. Pump fake. Back to West. 4-3. Banks it in. Jake West, big three-pointer. That ends that 12-0 run, and it's a 4-point game, 33-29. Oregon for the final shot here with 6. Biddle up 3. Got it. Deep 3. Nate Biddle. And the Cats put up a shot. West hits the rim from half court. As the buzzer sounds, that will do it. 36-29. Biddle hitting a big 3 to end the half. And the Oregon Ducks, a 15-3 run over the final 5 minutes to take the lead here, 36-29 over the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll be joined here by assistant coach Brian James in just a moment. Nate Biddle, big shot there for the Oregon Ducks. We're joined by assistant coach Brian James. So Jake hits a big shot for you, but then you give up the deep 3 in the other end.
It was deep. It was deep, all right, but you got to get up on him. You know they're going to take a desperation shot there at the end of the half. And Biddle's one of the best players in the Big Ten. You just got to know that he can make that, and he's proven that he can. So, you know, we on the flip side of that, we've shot way too many threes, and you know, against their zone, we're getting some open looks, but we're settling. You know, we got to get AP rolling to the rim more than popping. And, you know, we started out pretty well in the middle part of the first half, and then we got stagnant. So, you know what? We got to continue to defend and rebound a little bit better. They're trying to get JR on some switches and throw that ball to Evans in the post. But, you know, we've created some turnovers. We got to convert in fast breaks.
Coach, how do you counteract their inside scoring with the switches where they've been finding Evans defending Reed or Jake West?
You know, we're either maybe try to fight through and not switch so much, but then, you know, we just got to be able to, when we read the post, we got to be able to rebound out of it, you know, and that's what they're doing. Dana Altman's a tremendous coach. The 2-for-1 play with 54 seconds to go was a great backdoor layup that Angelo got on the top side of, and they backdoored for a dunk. And, you know, he's doing some good things, getting some mismatches in the post. We just got to be able to shoot the ball a little bit better. What do we have, 1-3 for the half? Or two now? 10. Oh, we banked in the last one. Yeah. So, you know what? We got to shoot the ball a little bit better and defend and rebound.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Okay.
Wildcat assistant Brian James, halftime, 36-29. Oregon in front of the Wildcats. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the halftime show, brought to you by the Village Bedford Park. Bring your business home. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Allegra is a full-service marketing company providing customized marketing, printing, mailing, and signage solutions to meet your business goals. Allegra offers a wide variety of creative solutions that are tailored to each business's unique challenges, from printing services and custom signs to mailing services and promotional marketing. Call Allegra in Evanston at 847-864-9797 or visit AllegraEvanston.com to learn more. Every game starts with teamwork, and at Goodwill, we believe in the same thing. When you shop secondhand, you're helping create jobs, strengthen communities, and give every item a second chance to shine. From game day looks to sustainable style, your next win starts at Goodwill. Visit GoodwillGreaterMC.org to find your nearest store. Goodwill, style with purpose, built for Wildcats.
It's Wildcat basketball halftime. Northwestern basketball is presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, proudly leading the way towards better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, preferred Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese of Northwestern Athletics. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Welcome to the Northwestern Basketball Halftime Show presented by the Village Bedford Park. Bring your business home. Dave Ennett, Billy McKinney, halftime here at Welsh Ride Arena, 36-29. Oregon leading Northwestern thanks to a 15-3 run to end the half. And after the Cats ended a 12-0 run with a Jake West banked in three-pointer, Nate Biddle hit a logo three to give Oregon the 7-point halftime lead. Not quite as dire as it was at halftime at Indiana Tuesday night in some respects, Billy. In other respects, Cats have a lot to work on here.
They certainly do, and one of the first things they've got to work on that Coach James talked about is just making shots. And the lead started to dissipate for the Cats when they missed several inside shots on layups, didn't take advantage of fast break opportunities, and then Oregon switched their defense, started to play a modified zone defense, and also put a little pressure in the backcourt, and it threw the Cats' offense a little bit out of sync. So they're going to have to make some adjustments offensively here in the second half and continue to play the way they did the first portion of the first half.
Wildcats led in scoring by Nick Martinelli on his bobblehead day, 8 points, but he's just 1 for 8 shooting. Nate Biddle of Oregon leads all scorers with 12. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat basketball.
WGN Chicago is your radio home for the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500 on air and on smart devices worldwide.
Mark Carmen has more of our Village Bedford Park halftime show in a moment. At the half, Oregon 36, Northwestern 29. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Ozinga is a fourth-generation family-owned American business that provides quality bulk materials and diverse concrete solutions delivered where you need it, when you need it. With the help of our extensive network of transportation services, including truck, rail, barge, and ship terminals across the Midwest, Ozinga makes a positive impact on individuals, their families, and the community for generations by providing concrete, aggregates, and cement that help build a better future. For more information, visit ozinga.com. Hey, Wildcat fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Northwestern basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Northwestern Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats! SeatGeek.
Hey, Northwestern fans, enjoy a meal at Wildfire, a 1940-style supper club featuring steaks, chops, and seafood. Try one of Wildfire's signature dishes from our all-American menu: horseradish-crusted filet, Wildfire chopped salad, roasted prime rib, and cedar plank salmon. Dine in and take in the smells from the wood-burning oven, or watch our chefs in action in our open kitchen. Lunch, dinner, carry-out, and private parties. Stop by any one of our 5 Chicago area Wildfire locations. For reservations, visit wildfirerestaurant.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Northwestern University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
We are at the half. Oregon leading Northwestern 36-29. Cats were in front for a good portion of the half, but they do trail by 7 at halftime. Out of town scores proudly sponsored by Explore Minnesota. Score a lifetime of memories by planning your dream trip at exploreminnesota.com. One game has gone final in the Big Ten. Penn State gets a couple of free throws with 1.5 seconds to go, and they beat Iowa 71-69. Josh Reed leading the way for the Nittany Lions with 25. At the half, UCLA leading Minnesota up at Williams Arena, 41-40 the score there. A couple of games tipping up at 3 o'clock. That's USC hosting Nebraska. Wisconsin on the road at Washington. Notre Dame beats North Carolina State 96-90. That game went to overtime. Coming up later today, Loyola hosting Richmond. NIU at home with Ball State. Western Illinois playing Lindenwood, and Eastern Illinois taking on SIU Edwardsville. Cats down by 7. Come on back with a couple of questions with Billy McKinney. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries. We see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Sometimes the thought of being in your warm and cozy home is what gets you through the day. But what happens when you get home and there is no heat? Who do you call for fast, reliable service? 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, you can consider it done when you trust the experts at ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Book your appointment today at 4abc.com and consider it done.
The only morning show with helicopter traffic reports. Bob Surratt, 6 to 10 on your home for Big Ten basketball.
36-29, Oregon on top of Northwestern. We got time for maybe two questions with Billy McKinney, but so let's just get right to it here, Billy. The Cats trying to find the rhythm offensively, and Dave mentioned, Nick's having an off shooting night so far. You just got to, there's nowhere to go but just right back to him, correct?
Well, absolutely, and they've been getting good shots, Mark. They just haven't been able to convert them, and then they've missed 3 or 4 layups when they've had an opportunity to score inside, either off transition or offensive rebound. So it's a matter of making shots. Coach James said they took too many threes. They made 2 out of 10 3-pointers in the first half, but I think what hurt them most was their inability to convert those shots and those open shots in the context of their offense.
Yeah, I mean, they're not a great three-point shooting team, but they were open shots. I'd love to see Trey Singleton get his offense going.
Yeah, he's been off and on with his offense. He's missed a couple of open outside shots, and that's part of the consistency of him learning his game, not only as a freshman, playing inside and out, but just the consistency night in and night out.
I'll see if they get hot in the second half. Cats down by 7. David Billy coming back with second half action. 36-29, the Ducks on top. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us. Abbott in the Big Ten. 18 schools. One blood drive competition with a life-saving purpose. We give blood. This season, your one donation helped save up to 3 lives. And together, we saved over 200,000. But the need for blood never stops. So keep your sleeves rolled up. Keep giving blood. Keep saving lives. Visit big10.org/Abbott to donate.
Middays sound better with me, John Williams, 10 to 2. Back to Wildcat basketball.
Both teams back on the floor warming up for the second half here at Welsh Ride Arena. Here's how the scoring went in the first half for the Wildcats. Leading scorer Nick Martinelli, 8 points. He's also the Wildcats' leading rebounder with 7. 7 points for Jaden Reed, 5 for Jake West, a 3 for Arrington Page, 2 each for Trey Singleton, Angelo Shervino, and Tyler Kropp. The Wildcats shot 30% in the first half, 9 out of 30. 20% from three-point land, 2 of 10. 75% from the line, 9 of 12. They were out-rebounded by the Ducks, 19-18. They had 6 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 blocks, and 5 steals. For Oregon, leading scorer is Nate Biddle with 12 points. 8 points for Takai Simpkins, 7 for Kwame Evans Jr., 3 each for Drew Carter and for Jamari Phillips, 2 for Sean Stewart, 1 for Desrick Lindsay. The Ducks shot 48%, 13 of 27, 57% from 3, 4 out of 7, 86% from the line, 6 of 7. They had 11 assists, 7 turnovers, and 2 steals. Those are your energizing highlights of the first half, powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University Athletics. Today's game sponsor is Whitehall of Deerfield, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. This has been the Northwestern Basketball Halftime Show, presented by the Village Bedford Park. Bring your business home. All right, Cats down 7 with 20 minutes to go. They have shown in spurts in this game, Billy, that they can handle the challenges posed by Oregon, but spurts aren't going to get it done.
Well, this lead is not insurmountable, that's for certain. And Dave, we're talking about it off the air. Cats just have to make some shots.
Oregon ball first. Here's Drew Carter into the front court, lobbing it ahead to Evans in the high post. Angles a pass to Cutter on the left. And that's Simpkins, turns, left his shot short. Rebound, Biddle puts it up and gets fouled. Offensive rebound for Nate Biddle, and the Cats find themselves immediately at risk of getting down by double digits here in the opening minute of the second half.
Well, they did a terrific job of making Takai Simpkins take a bad shot, but couldn't come up with the defensive rebound, and Biddle adding to his total.
But he misses the free throw. Simpkins, a heck of a play. The foul on Singleton for the Wildcats. Here's Jake West to the other end. Bouncing for Page. High post, Arrington Page puts it on the deck, hands it to Reed. Shot clock at 10. Jaden Reed right of the circle. High lob back to Page, faces the basket, drives in on Biddle, goes up with the left hand and floats it home.
Well, as much as Biddle can score in different ways, he cannot defend Arrington Page.
38-31, back to a 7-point game. There's Evans. 1 minute gone, second half. Entry pass, Biddle, double teamed on the baseline, feeds it inside. Evans missed. The tip, though, is good by Stewart.
Well, the second offensive rebound in the second half for the Oregon Ducks.
Evans gets credit for the tip. 40-31. Here is Page, weaves his way down the lane, underneath, heaves it away, threw it into the scorer's table. He was trying to get, he got in deep, but he had nowhere to go with it, and tried to get it to Martinelli, I believe, but errant pass sails out, and it's a turnover for the Wildcats. So credit Evans with that last field goal for the Ducks, who lead it by 9, 40-31. Here's Carter to Evans at the top. Holds the ball, looks. Now starts his dribble. Flips it to Biddle wide left. Shot clock at 8. Biddle to Simpkins. On the left, skip pass near side. Evans, right corner, 3, good. And it's 43-31 Oregon. 2 minutes gone, second half.
Yeah, Oregon just picking up where they left off the end of the first half, and the Cats again.
Now here's Singleton, 15-footer, good for Trey Singleton. His second field goal. First buckets for the Cats. And it's a 10-point game, 43-33. First points this half. Singleton gets him on the board. Now Evans almost had the dribble get away from him. Regathers it. backs in, feeds Biddle for an open three. Missed it. Rebound Page. Let's bring it the other way. Down by 10, 43-33. Feed to Martinelli. Wide left. Martinelli against Carter. Spins to his right. Drops it off to a cutting Singleton, who lays it up and in. And it's 43-35. And Singleton's got 4 since halftime.
And a great pass by Martinelli. He's triple teamed on the post. Faces up and finds a cutting Singleton in the paint.
Here's Simpkins out in front. Gets it to Stewart against Reed. Falls down. Saves it to Biddle. Into the corner. 3 ball no good for Carter. And the rebound Martinelli.
Reed with some good defense down there, making Stewart fall down.
There's West now to Nick. Leaner in the lane. Good for Nick Martinelli. Here come the Cats. They cut it to 6. As close as they've been here in the second half. It's 43-37. Nick Martinelli with just his second field goal. And the crowd, the students, start to get into it. Carter picks up his dribble, feeds Stewart, dumps it right to Simpkins. Martinelli on him. A pump fake. Now Simpkins driving, jump stop in the lane, puts it up, missed it. Tip to Martinelli. Cats 3-on-3 down the floor. Scoop to Reed. Reed, no look, feed to Page for a dunk. What a pass from Reed to Arrington Page, and the Cats are within 4, 43-39.
And Martinelli set that up by pushing the Page, drawing the defense, and Reed and Page trailing the play for the easy strike and transition.
Now Biddle at the free throw line. Sends it out to Simpkins. Up top to Evans, around to Stewart, left in the circle. Fires to Biddle, inside, there's Evans, goes up, missed the shot. Rebound on the weak side, Stewart. They'll try again. Biddle steps back, doesn't shoot. Carter will, a 3, it's no good. Rebound Evans, feeds it weak side to Stewart for a dunk.
And that's where that big front line comes into play. Again, Evans with those long arms just tips it over the Cats defenders, and Stewart strikes with the dunk.
Stewart's got 4. 45-39, but the Cats very much alive on this Saturday as Reed circles to the right. Little hesitation, try to get it inside the Page, off the mark, and it ends up in the arms of Sean Stewart of Oregon. Ducks up by 6, 14:44 to go. Here's Carter hustling into the front court against West. Drew Carter protecting the ball, looking for Biddle, wide on the right, fakes the 3. Spots Simpkins, right of the circle, back to Biddle. Dumps it inside, it's tipped away and stolen. Here's West, 2-on-1. West missed the layup. Martinelli there for the follow. It's good. And it's a 4-point game again, 45-41.
And the Cats picking up their defense, forcing some turnovers by the Ducks and then being able to convert.
8 turnovers now by Oregon. There's Simpkins, dumps it right side. Evans, Biddle fell down inside, or Oregon's got it around to Carter for 3. No. Rebound Reed. Reed hustles it down the floor. Lost the handle on it on the dribble, out of bounds. Unforced turnover. It'll be Oregon ball when we come back. The pace has picked up, and the Cats have picked things up here with 13:54 to go. Chicagoland, for premium apparel and promotional products, look no further than IAS Branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. The industry standard in corporate athletic and event merchandise. IAS Branding is your one-stop solution to bring your brand to life. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. It's Oregon 45, Northwestern 41, 13:54 to go. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer. Give your loved ones, friends, and colleagues a gift they'll be sure to make use of. Mouth-watering steaks from the Lynn's Shop. You can choose from an array of aged USDA prime steaks, roast seafood, and more. If you know someone who loves a good steak, why not treat them to some quality beef from Lynn's that will fill their stomach and their heart? Give the gift of premium beef at thelynnshop.com and use code GOCATS for 20% off. Brought to you by Meats by Lynn's, the preferred partner of legendary steakhouses worldwide since 1963. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
Spend your afternoons with Lisa Dent, weekdays at 2 on Chicago's news station, WGN Radio.
That fans, Game Day Spirit has you covered in-store, online for the best Northwestern game day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central at Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game Day Spirit, where Wildcat fans shop. Well, the Wildcats have started the second half by outscoring Oregon 12-9 and shooting the ball considerably better. They shot 30% in the first half. They're shooting 86% in the second half, 6 out of 7. And Oregon has cooled off, just 4 of 13 since halftime. But turnovers becoming a problem. Turnovers even at 8 in this game. The Wildcats lead the Big Ten and second in the nation in fewest turnovers per game, but they're just about at their per game average already.
Dave, and the 3 turnovers that they made here in the second half have been unforced turnovers in transition again. The same thing that we saw in the first half that prevented them, made them lose the lead. Now they're creeping back into it, but they've missed several opportunities here as a result. That last one, Jaden Reed just pedaling a little too fast and out of control.
Tyler Kropp in for the Wildcats, replacing Arrington Page. And now Oregon turns it over. Reed gets it to Sheravino. Back to Jaden Reed. Cats will set up here. They force a turnover. Turnabout's fair play, right? Here's Nick Martinelli, left wing against Lynn. Martinelli backs his way to the free throw line, out to Reed. Shot clock at 10. Jaden Reed off a prop screen, puts up a jumper, good! And the Wildcats are within 2 points with 13:27 to go.
Nice screen by Kropp, and that's a shot. The first couple of shots of the game, Reed missed, but he's back on track, and that's a vital shot for the Cats.
Now Evans throws it away. Threw it out of bounds. Let's see what happened.
I think the ball was deflected by Kropp, and the officials are going to take this under advisement.
It's called a jump ball, and on the possession arrow goes to the Wildcats.
I have not seen that. I've seen a lot of basketball, Dave, but I haven't seen that call.
Well, the Cats will take it. They can tie it or regain the lead with a 3 here with 13:10 to go. Here's Reed to Martinelli, bouncing to the right corner. Sheravino fakes the 3, doesn't take it. Return feed for Martinelli. Around to Reed. Shot clock at 12. Jaden Reed, Jordan Clayton, left corner. Here's Martinelli driving, leaves it. Clayton 3, good! Jordan Clayton continues his hot shooting. Over 10 games now, 15 for his last 22. And the Wildcats have regained the lead here, 46-45. Especially at home, right, Billy? There's Simpkins. 6 for 7 his last home game. From 3, here's Evans handing it to Simpkins. Simpkins almost lost the handle. 3 to shoot to Lynn. Deep 3, missed it. And that's a shot clock violation. Cats wanted to run, but he missed the rim and hit off the backboard right to Martinelli, who wanted to trigger a break, but it was a shot clock violation. Cats put it in play, up 46-45. Jordan Clayton, last time down, hit the Cats' first 3 of the second half, just their 3rd of the game. Here's Clayton bouncing. Martinelli, jumper good. And the Cats extend the lead to 3 points. They're on a 9-0 run here over the last 2+ minutes.
And it's been fueled by their defense.
And now Evans catches right baseline with Clayton on him, gives him a little push. Here comes the double team. Heaves it, leaping catch. No, out of bounds. Which way? Was there a foul?
It was a foul.
Yeah, Jaden Reed, little
Gave a little help.
extracurricular, and Martinelli pulls him away right away. White Family Winter Fun at Minnesota Slopes. Experience the thrill of downhill skiing at 18 scenic and affordable ski areas. Whether you prefer fast technical lines or long cruising runs, Minnesota ski areas offer a mixture of terrain to challenge every level of skier. Plan your winter getaway at exploreminnesota.com/slopes. It's Northwestern 48, Oregon 45, 11:40 to go. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
At Guzman y Gomez, we are fast food athletes say yes to. As a proud sponsor of Northwestern Athletics, GYG is serving up real clean burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Made fresh daily right here in Evanston and across Chicagoland. Stop by our restaurants in Naperville, Schaumburg, Crystal Lake, Buffalo Grove, Deerfield, Des Plaines, and of course, Evanston. GYG is here to fuel the community, whether it's dining in our restaurant, ordering through our GoMex app, or even catering with delicious food that's fast, fresh, and full of good vibes. Guzman y Gomez, fast food athletes say yes to.
Penny Mustard raised the bar with the Klein Sofa Sleeper.
We didn't raise the bar. We removed it entirely.
Oh, right. That awful metal bar that digs into your back.
The Klein Sofa Sleeper has a solid platform base with no springs or painful metal bars.
In other words, the Klein is the best, bar none.
The Klein Sofa Sleeper, American made with a solid platform base and no painful bar in the middle of your back. Starting at $50.49 at Penny Mustard.
6 Chicagoland showrooms.
PennyMustard.com.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says there are signs that Iran's supreme leader is no longer alive. While addressing his country after joint strikes on Iran with the U.S., Netanyahu stopped short of explicitly saying Ali Khamenei was killed in the attacks. He then urged the Iranian people to flood the streets and finish the job. This is a developing story. Stay with us for more information. I'm Sylvia Snowden, WGN 720.
11:40 to go. Second half here at Welsh Ryan Arena. Dave Ennett, Billy McKinney. The Northwestern Wildcats on a 17-2 run over the last 6 minutes. They've scored the last 9 points, and they've taken a 48-45 lead on the Oregon Ducks. Now the crowd on its feet because they've just honored Northwestern's back-to-back field hockey national champions. So the crowd's into it. Cats are into it. Foul was called on Jaden Reed. Oregon ball, the second foul on the Cats here in the second half.
Great to see these young ladies honored for the hard work that they put in on the field and off. But the Cats turning the tables as Oregon finished the half on a 15-3 run. Now the Cats getting things going here in the second half.
The bounce pass goes to Kwame Evans. Driving on Martinelli. Fires it inside Biddle. They collapse on him. His layup is short. Rebounded by Cheravino. Out to Clayton, spotting up on the left. Cats will reset. Back to Reed out in front. Reed drives, kicks. Clayton for an open three. That one's no good. A rebound Evans.
Good shot nonetheless, and Jaden Reed drawing the defense to him and looking for the red-hot Clayton from behind the three.
That was a heat check. He hit 7 of his last 8 here at home. Here's Lynn for 3. That one's no good. Rebound caroms right to Evans of Oregon. Lynn takes it right down the lane. Shot blocked from behind by Tyler Kropp at a foul.
Yeah, the Cats a little slow to react to the miss there. Wei Lynn getting into the paint on the dribble drive penetration, and Kropp getting there just a little late to disrupt his shot.
Lynn, their top free throw shooter, 87% in Big Ten play. First one good. That ends that 9-0 Northwestern run. Lynn from Xiamen, China, played for the Nanjing Monkey Kings in the Chinese Basketball Association for 3 years. Second free throw coming up. And that one's no good. And then the Cats bobble the rebound out of bounds.
Boy, Kropp and Clayton going after the boards. That's where players have to communicate.
So Oregon, chance here in the front court. Lynn into Simpkins, catch and shoot three for the tie, for the lead. It's good. And suddenly Oregon in front, 49-48.
Yeah,
So a 4-point trip down the floor.
Yep, over an offensive rebound. Failed to capture it.
49-48. 11 now for Simpkins. Here's Martinelli. Driving, kicking, Reed open for three. He steps inside the arc, backs it out. Shot clock at 8. Jaden Reed off a drop screen. Drives past Biddle. Kicks to Cherovino for an open three. Good! Angelo Cherovino shot that one with confidence. Pats her back in front. Now at the other end, Lindsay's floater is no good. And a foul on the rebound. Called on Oregon as Tyler Kropp was battling for it. But how about Cherovino, who's had a big three the other night at Indiana and knocks down that one to put the Cats in front.
And Jaden Reed again with another sensational pass as he draws three defenders as he dribble drives into the paint.
Third foul on Stewart. Here's Reed, laid out in front by Simpkins. Gets a screen from Martinelli. Reed bounces to Dick. Floater good from the elbow. And the Cats lead it 53-49. And Nick Martinelli having a big second half. Again, he's got 16 points, equaling all his scoring from the first half.
Reed doing a great job of facilitating.
And now Kropp knocks the ball away from Biddle. It's saved by Lindsay, though, for Oregon. Fires it down low to Stewart. Missed the layup. Biddle the follow good.
Good defense, but the Cats did not get rewarded that time as the ball bounced. Took the fortuitous bounce for the Ducks.
Cats lead by 2, 9:22 to go. 53-51. Reed to Cherovino. Three-point land. Now back to Reed. An offensive foul call on Jaden Reed. And that'll be his third.
Jaden Reed trying to get past the defense and uses the left shoulder to push off.
Reed out, West in for the Cats. 53-51 Northwestern, 9:10 to go.
And he is hearing it from Chris Collins.
Lynn brings it down. Now Simpkins with it right of the lane. Simpkins all the way out of the basket. Sends it out. A three ball, no good. And the rebound out of bounds. Jordan Clayton knocks it off of Nate Biddle on the baseline. Out of bounds. It's Northwestern ball.
Sensational hustle by Clayton. It looked like Biddle was going to gain possession, and he fumbles it. Clayton with a high IQ play there, bounces it off for him to go out of bounds. The Cats get possession.
Cats with the ball. Up to Martinelli, ahead to Clayton in the front court. Hayden takes it into the corner. Now back to West. Martinelli from West. Gives it back to Jordan Clayton. Up top, Arrington Page has come back. He's got it. Elbow jumper. No. Oh, and Martinelli had his legs cut out from under him under the basket to the rebound of Oregon. Lynn brings it down the right side. Ducks let the Tire take the lead with a three. Lynn shovels to Biddle up to the circle. Handoff, driving, Lindsay, cut off inside, back to Stewart. Lindsay gets the feed out wide left, tries again, and Page knocks it away. Singleton picks it up for the Cats.
Great defense by Page, keeping his hands active.
Martinelli for three, good! Nick Martinelli with his first three of the game. And the Cats back up 4, 55-51.
Again, Page being so active defensively, really helping this ball club.
At the other end, Lynn, long deuce, good. That was a deuce for Martinelli. I thought he was shooting a three. It was a 2. And now Oregon answers with Lynn with his first field goal of the game. It's 55-53. Martinelli off a Page ball screen, picked up by Lynn, feeds West. Now left corner, Singleton with 8 to shoot. Trey Singleton inside, Martinelli in a crowd, bobbles, lost the ball. Oregon's got it. They collapsed on him and took it away.
Yeah, 3 Ducks converge on Martinelli in the paint and dislodge the ball.
Now Biddle, hey, just missed another steal. Lynn with the West on him. Shot clock at 15. 7 minutes for the game. Stewart's got it. Bouncing for Phillips. Feeds it to Biddle. He's trapped in the corner. And a timeout taken by Oregon. Right in front of the Oregon bench, they trapped Nate Biddle in the corner. Wildcat fans, score a basket of your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. It's Northwestern 55, Oregon 53, 6:52 left. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The newly renovated hotel features all new guest rooms and suites. This season, score sensational offers close to Northwestern events with seasonal packages and accommodations suited for families, graduates, and sports fans, including unique corner quad accommodations featuring 4 connecting guest rooms and a private corridor. When you want to be in the center of game day action, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay. Visit hilton.com/Orrington Evanston to learn more.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
End your day with me, John Landecker, 7 to 10. Back to Northwestern basketball.
Barbasol Shaving Cream delivers a quality shaving and honest value for over 100 years. Barbasol, America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. Let's get a check of other games from Mark Harmon.
Good one going on at Williams Arena, Dave. Minnesota and UCLA tied at 61. 7 minutes to go in that one. Earlier today, Josh Reed at 25. Penn State 2 free throws with 1.5 to go. They beat Iowa at home 71-69. Coming up at 3 o'clock in about a half an hour, Nebraska's at USC. Washington hosting Wisconsin.
Here it is 55-53 Northwestern, 6:52 showing on the clock. This has been a quick second half. It doesn't happen. It seems like we were just at halftime, and now we're down to 6:52 on the clock, and the Wildcats have outscored the Ducks here in the second half, 26-17. Shades of the Indiana game, Billy.
Yeah, Dave, and when you talk about a quick second half, it's been a result. There hasn't been a lot of fouls, so both teams are playing aggressive defense without fouling. At one point, Oregon led the Cats 8-0 in the paint. The Cats have outscored the Oregon for the game 26-24 in the paint. And the fast break points continue to mount up for the Cats as they've retaken the lead here in the second half. But it's going to be a dogfight here for the remaining 6 minutes and 52 seconds.
Attention all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare for just $2. Google Pace Bus, call Dempster for more information. Nick Martinelli leads the Wildcats and leads all scorers with 18 points. Nate Biddle has 16 for Oregon. There are only 4 here in the second half so far. 5 on the shot clock here for Oregon. They will inbound it under the basket in the front court. Wei Lin to throw it in. West guarding. Gets it into the corner. Evans stripped of the ball. Clayton has it. And they're going to tie him up, and the ball will go to the Ducks on the arrow.
Boy, bad break for the Cats because they had Kwame Evans Jr. tied up on the left wing, and then Jordan Clayton gets tripped as he comes up with the steal.
So it's a tie-up, and that's going to get us to an official timeout here with 6:46 remaining, and we will take a break again. Ozinga's purpose to make a positive impact in the community, which is why they're the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Ozinga will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Ozinga, for your support in this great cause. Go Cats. It's Northwestern 55, Oregon 53. Still 6:46 remaining. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus.
I thought you didn't have any employees.
That's right. Our showrooms are employee-free.
But you still answer the phone?
Of course. Order Sealy Posturepedic and Beauty Rest mattresses by phone, online, or at our in-store kiosk.
No employees.
Saves you money. Through Monday, trade in your old mattress and get additional savings of $248 off a queen and $348 off a king.
Keep this up and you'll be named non-employee of the month.
Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hasselus.com.
News, weather, and traffic from the copter. It's a three-pointer in the morning. Surratt, 6 till 10 on your home for Wildcat basketball.
6:46 to go here at Welsh Ryan Arena. Good ball game. Hasn't been Picasso in terms of the artistic value, but in terms of the excitement, it's picked up here in the second half, no doubt.
Dave, and one of the reasons both of these teams are pulling incredibly hard, and whether they will acknowledge it or not, they understand the importance of this ball game. And as you said, all these games aren't always artistic. There's artists. There's times throughout the course of the game when you see Picasso-like work, but for the most part, it's been kind of a rock fight a little bit.
A little bit. Less of a rock fight here in the second half for the Cats. As the inbounds pass goes to Biddle. Oregon puts it in players. Stewart, the high low to Evans underneath. Shot up good and a foul called on Arrington Page. The game is tied and Page picks up the fourth foul this half. That's his third foul and will send Evans to the free throw line.
And Dave, again, the Ducks finding the mismatch on the timeout on the out-of-bounds play, and Page coming over from the weak side to help.
Free throw good, and Oregon's back in front, 56-55, with 6:39 to go. 15 for Evans now.
Back and forth.
Forth and back. Here's Jake West at the logo. Looks for Page, just inside the three-point line. Dumps it right side. There's West. Off the Martinelli screen. Looks for Nick wide on the right. Now fires the skip past Singleton. Left corner three. In and out for Clayton. And the rebound, Evans.
Boy, good look by Jordan Clayton and good ball moving around the horn by the Cats.
Oregon the ball in a 1-point lead with just over 6 minutes remaining. Simpkins gets it to Evans. High post against Singleton. Evans spins, backs into Singleton and a foul.
And Dave, I was calling a charge on that one as it appeared that Trey Singleton has read the move perfectly and was drawing the charge, but he was called with holding.
Third foul on Singleton. He goes out. Cherovino comes in. Sixth foul on the Cats. 5:59 to go. 1-point Oregon lead. Biddle's got it. Left to the lane. Leans into Page with a right shoulder. Now to Carter and around to Evans. Evans against Cherovino. Now high lob out to Simpkins. Left side angle three is no good. Rebound Evans. Shot blocked by Page, out of bounds. Northwestern ball.
Boy, did the Cats get a break there, because Evans again with those long arms tips the miss to himself, but Arrington Page with the great hustle continues to keep the ball active, and it goes off of a Ducks player.
2 blocks, 3 steals for Arrington. Here's Reed, an open three from the right. No good. Rebound tipped by Page out to West. Reed reloads. No. And the rebound, Simpkins.
Boy, 2 good open looks by Reed.
Didn't have a defender on him. Could not get it to go. 1-point Oregon lead. We tick towards the 5-minute mark. Here's Simpkins. Driving on Cherovino all the way to the baseline. Double clutch. Bounces back out to Biddle. Gets away from him. Martinelli's got it. 2-on-1. Martinelli shovels to Page. Layup good. It turned out to be a 3-on-2, I think. And Page was the trailer, and he lays it in. The Cats are back in front, 57-56.
An unselfish play by Martinelli and terrific court vision.
Here is Carter into the front court for Oregon. Finds Biddle, drives in, his shot blocked by Page, but a foul called first. Are they called goaltending? Let's see. Goaltending the call.
And a foul.
And a foul. I think, yep. West the foul, the goaltend by Page. Yep. And Biddle will go to the free throw line for the M1. A chance to put Oregon up 2.
West trying to take the charge as the Cats have a little breakdown on the pick and roll play.
All right, Biddle at the line. Free throw good. And Oregon's up 2. 4:37 remaining. 59-57. That's 19 points now for Nate Biddle. 4:37 to go. That's with some backcourt pressure from Oregon. Martinelli hustles it across the line and leaves it for West. Cats are down by 2 points. Evans out to guard West at the top. Jake West. And there's an Oregon foul called.
Yeah.
On Simpkins.
Or was that
or Lindsey?
Desdick Lindsey with the push on Martinelli as he's trying to set a screen.
Second on Lindsey. Page out for the Cats. Singleton back in. Reed to trigger. Heaves it to Martinelli out between the rings. Drives on Lindsey. Spins left. Floater in the lane. No good. Got his own rebound. Put it in.
Martinelli.
And the Cats tie it up 59-all.
Incredible play by Martinelli. Misses the shot, but like a cat on a hot tin roof, gets the offensive rebound and puts it back in.
And reaches the 20-point mark yet again. Here's Simpkins, stop and go dribble, scoops it up, missed it. And Stewart, a foul over the back. And we got a timeout with 3:54 to go. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM Big Ten Radio, channel 372, in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team in conference, including live games plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com. Northwestern and Oregon tied at 59 with 3:54 remaining. Cats will have it when we come back. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey, Northwestern fans, enjoy a meal at Wildfire, a 1940-style supper club featuring steaks, chops, and seafood. Try one of Wildfire's signature dishes from our all-American menu: horseradish-crusted filet, Wildfire chopped salad, roasted prime rib, and cedar plank salmon. Dine in and take in the smells from the wood-burning oven, or watch our chefs in action at our open kitchen. Lunch, dinner, carry-out, and private parties. Stop by any one of our 5 Chicago-area Wildfire locations. For reservations, visit wildfirerestaurant.com.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Always remember this. Linebacker, weeknights 7 to 10. Now, back to Wildcats basketball.
The Lipman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. No matter what kind of floor you have at your home court, Lipman has the best tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are family made in the USA. Visit Lipman.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator. All right, 3:54 remaining. Northwestern 59, Oregon 59. The Wildcats have 3 timeouts left. Oregon's got 2. 7 fouls on the Cats, 3 on Oregon. Possession arrow is with Northwestern. Cats will have it out of this timeout with Singleton, Shervino, Reed, West, and Martinelli. Stewart picked up his 4th foul. Carter's out there. Evans, Biddle, and Simpkins for the Ducks.
And a crucial possession for the Cats. And this is what they call winning time, the last 4 minutes of the ball game, Dave. If the Cats can come down and get a score, and what they've done well out of timeouts is design great plays to get baskets.
Here's Martinelli, brings it across the big court line, trapped there by Simpkins and Evans, and the Cats will have to take a timeout here with 3:45 to go.
Smart timeout. Martinelli caught in coffin corner, and you don't want to be caught in the trap in that situation, but instead of forcing the pass and turning the ball over, wise to use one of those timeouts.
We've not had a video review today. Whenever we have one, our close shave instant replays are brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value. Now the Wildcats have 2 timeouts left, as do the Ducks. Cats, in games decided by 5 points or less, are 4-5. They're in another nail biter right now, tied at 59. Inbounds pass goes to West out in front. Oregon in a zone. Here is West to the left wing. Now gets a screen from Martinelli. Feeds it to Nick. Looks inside, now drives. Stumbling, gets it to Reed. 3 to shoot, back to Cherubino, and out. Got to put it up. West jumper. Nope. Too late, and that's a shot clock violation. It's missed anyway.
Yeah, 1 pass too many.
Yep. That's lost sight of the shot clock there. And so it's Oregon ball now with 3:23 to go. And the Wildcats with pressure in the backcourt.
Well, Cherubino had the ball under the basket. And that's the time when you want to try to initiate the contact and get the benefit of the call inside.
Carter brings it up for the Ducks. Lobbing to Evans. And out to Simpkins left wing. Against West. Holds and looks. Brings it back to Carter between the rims. Shot clock now to 12 for Biddle. Foul line extended left. Backs his way in on Page. Biddle has a steal. Here comes Cherubino. Scoops to Page. Missed the dunk. Rebound Biddle. And Simpkins the other way for Oregon. Feeds it out to Carter, and now Evans for 3. No good. Rebound Cherubino, and he gets fouled and he's hurt. Clutching his right ankle. He got yanked out as soon as he got the rebound.
Looks like he rolled his ankle.
Yeah, and he's kind of trying to stretch it out. Now he's pounding his fist on the court. We have a timeout with 2:45 to go. Stewart fouls out of the game.
And I hope that Angelo is okay. He's played such a terrific game off the bench.
Well, he's limping over towards the Northwestern bench, walking very gingerly. And it's such a big part of his game, Billy, is his ability to elevate. And if it's his ankle, you would think that's going to be compromised by any sort of a tweak. In the meantime, Singleton in, Page, West, Martinelli, and the Cats bring it up. Here's Reed in the front court from West. 2:40 to go, tie game, 59 all. Jade Reed pounds the dribble. Drew Carter eyeing him. Reed now starts left. Reed into the paint, spins, turnaround jumper, good! And the Wildcats lead it, 61-59, 2:20 to go.
Terrific patience by Jaden Reed as he jump stops. 2-foot jump stop in the paint, keeps his balance, spins around the defense and knocks down the mid-range jumper.
We tick towards the 2-minute mark. Northwestern by 2, 61-59. Here's Carter circling out in front, played by Reed. Shot clock at 12, out to Simpkins. Drives the left baseline, runs into a crowd. Back to Biddle, shot clock at 8. Biddle heaves it across. Here's Lindsay on the drive underneath. Blocked by Page. Hit back up by Evans. And that's a shot clock violation. What defense by the Cats. And it's Northwestern ball with 1:48 to go.
And here's that man again, Arrington Page, with a terrific defensive stop. And the Cats defense just swarming the Ducks inside and preventing Kwame Evans Jr. from getting a shot off.
Cats bring it up. Nursing a 2-point lead here with a minute 42 to go. Martinelli angles the skip pass to Reed, back to West. Cats working in the half court here as West leaves it for Reed. Shot clock down to 12. 90 seconds remaining in regulation. Jaden Reed wants to go to Martinelli and does. 5 to shoot. Nick driving down the lane. A shot blocked and knocked out of bounds. It's Oregon ball.
Yeah, went off Martinelli's head.
Yep.
As Biddle comes over and deflects the shot. The top shot blocker in the Big Ten.
All right, Oregon ball now. Minute 17 to go. 61-59 Northwestern.
Cats need to stop, Dave.
There's Simpkins to the free throw line. Left to the lane. Sends it back out to Lynn. Reed on him. Gets a screen from Simpkins. Singleton takes Lynn on the switch. 10 to shoot. 1 minute to go. Lynn driving. Reverse layup. No good. And the rebound back out to Biddle. And the Lynn open for 3. Got it. And Oregon takes the lead. Bodies flying. Lynn, an open 3 for the quarter. And it's a 1-point Oregon lead, 62-61, 50.5 remaining. The Ducks take a timeout, 50.5 showing on the clock.
Yeah, the Cats stopped the initial dribble drive penetration of Lynn with a block shot, but the ball bounces long, and the Cats just couldn't come up with it. And with the defense scramble, Oregon gets the ball and finds Lynn in the right corner, right across from their bench, and he knocks down the 3.
So 50.5 showing on the clock, 62-61 Oregon. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat basketball.
WGN Chicago is your radio home to the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500. On air and on smart devices worldwide.
Here in the second half, Cats have outscored the Ducks 32-26. But they trail them at the moment by the slimmest of margins, 62-61. And you look back at some missed opportunities, Billy, at the moment, some missed fast break opportunities, and where the Cats have not finished in transition. And right now, those empty possessions, those missed points loom large in this game.
Yeah, and the last 2 were a shot clock violation and then the missed dunk by Page in transition after the Cats secured an offensive rebound.
49 seconds to go as the Cats bring it up. Here's Martinelli with backcourt pressure here. Martinelli bounces to West, brings it across the line, leaves it for Reed. 40 seconds to go, 20-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. Reed surveys the court. It's a screen from Page. Drives right. Reed stops to Martinelli. Back to Reed. Shot clock at 6. Reed fouled with 5 on the shot clock. And Oregon with some fouls to give. We're down to 25.8.
Yeah, it gives it the Cat 20 seconds on the shot clock.
All right, Reed to trigger. Cats are down by 1. Reed to Martinelli in the right corner against Evans. Works his way into the paint. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound Singleton. Scoops it to Reed. Back to Singleton. 14 seconds to go. Timeout Northwestern with 13.5. And now the Wildcats will huddle up. And Chris Collins and his coaching staff will draw up a potential game-winning play here. And whose hands do you think this ball might end up in?
Let me think about that.
You're taking too long.
Venture to say that it's going to go to Nick Martinelli, and they're going to come up with some great play, which they always seem to do. Reminds me of the Maryland game last year. Shot clock winding down. Martinelli scores on the right side on a runner.
Yep.
And right now, these are the moments as a player that you live for. Imagining practicing in your backyard, you're down by 1, you get the ball with 13.5 seconds left and making the winning shot.
Nick has a double-double today, 20 points and 11 rebounds. Fourth double-double of the year, 10th of his career, and he's got a career-high 7 assists.
Man, that's a huge evening.
He hit 2 game winners last year, Maryland and USC. West will throw it in, 13.5 on the clock. Goes to Reed. Reed's got it with 11, with 10. Martinelli the screen. Reed fouled by Carter with 8.6. That'll be the 6th foul. Second on Carter. Now 8.6 on the clock.
Yeah, and everyone on their feet here at Welsh Ryan Arena.
Each team has a timeout left, and the Cats will take theirs right now. With 8.6 to go, trailing by 1. 62-61. Well, we've seen some nail biters this year. We've seen some close games. But got another one right now. The Cats trying to win 3 in a row. But so is Oregon. Ducks, an NCAA tournament team a year ago, but they lost their 4 of their top 6 scorers off that team, although they did bring back Biddle and Jackson Chelstad, but he's been lost to injury after just 12 games played.
And as Coach Collins was talking about part of the game, a team with 3 McDonald's All-Americans on it, so they've got a lot of talent. And Biddle has improved and getting help. So has Kwame Evans Jr. has improved a lot of finding his footing in the college game at 6'10".
All right, Reed will inbound on the baseline. Reed looking, still looking, gets it into Martinelli with 7, with 6. Nick spins in the paint, goes to his left hand, rattles around and in with 1.8. And how on the rim forever. Simpkins, half-court shot, good if it goes. No good. The Wildcats win. The Wildcats win. Nick Martinelli does it again on his bobblehead day.
Dave, what a move by Martinelli. It looked like he was bottled up inside, spins to his right, spins back to his left, and then takes a glide step, and the ball hung up on the rim forever. Yes.
Forever.
But it got the soft Martinelli bounce, and the Cats come away with a 63-62 win. People got their money's worth here this afternoon.
The Wildcats win their 3rd in a row. They get their 5th Big Ten win of the year. They, for the moment, pull themselves out of that group that will have to play on Tuesday, the Big Ten tournament. And hopefully we'll be able to grab a moment with Nick Martinelli here. But Wildcats they're escorting Nick over to the
Nick,
TV side.
What a great job Nick did of keeping his poise there. That just shows his maturity and his leadership in that particular situation. He's been there before and didn't lose his cool.
Well, he has been there many times. He caps a really a brilliant game today. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. And remember, he was 1 for 8 shooting in the first half, but he certainly made up for it here in the second half. Let's tell you what, let's go to a break here, and then we will hopefully grab Nick. Today's broadcast of Northwestern basketball was presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, proudly leading the way towards better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace, Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands, Greek yogurt and feta cheese, preferred Greek yogurt and feta cheese of Northwestern Athletics. So keep it right here because Nick Martinelli and his band of merry men are going to join us. He went over to do a TV interview accompanied by the entire squad, And, Billy, you could actually break out his bobblehead right now, but here he comes with about 5 towels draped over his shoulder. And he's going to join us here. Has to get rid of the towels. All right, now he's making his way over. All right. And Nick, and all right. Nick, you knew it's your bobblehead day. You had to do that, right?
Yeah, I mean, wow, I'm letting all of it process, man. I mean, that was amazing. I'm so grateful. That's 3 in a row. I mean, man, just so many blessings, man. I'm just so grateful to God for all the blessings.
Nick, that you've done that before. You've won games. Last year, Maryland, USC. This one, though, you added some drama to that one. Take us through that play because you really had to work to get a shot there.
Yeah, I mean, I drove middle. I thought I was going to get the step back. He did a great job, so I took a shot fake. I heard all my teammates calling for the ball. So it's a lot going on in my head at the time, and I got the shot fake. I got my elbow around. I took the step. It hung on the rim for a while. I was like, oh, please, please, and it went in. I'm so grateful for it.
Nick, great game. Again, 22 points, 7 assists, and 11 rebounds. I mean, you did everything but do the broadcast and sell popcorn today. But talk a little bit about your teammates, how some of the big plays that they made. Jaden Reed, Arrington Page, and Sheravino, some of the great plays they made throughout the course of the ball game to help you.
Yeah, I mean, they've been working their butts off, and you know it's hard when you lose a ton to continuously work your butt off, man. I just want to give all credit to these guys, all glory to God. I mean, to push through, what we've been through. We've lost a ton of close games, To see us on top this game, it feels good, man. All those guys in there deserve it.
So how much did winning the game at Indiana, again, you've won 3 in a row now, help bolster the confidence of this ball game? And you mentioned it, this team has never given up, never quit this year.
Yeah, I mean, when you get that one on the road to Indiana, you feel a little different type of way walking out of Assembly Hall with a win. And let me tell you, these guys took that swagger and they brought it on the court tonight.
How excited are you for senior night? I know you probably haven't even looked past what just happened here, but senior night and Purdue coming in on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all blessings, the opportunity. I'm so excited to, I just played a whole game. I'm ready to go out and play another one. I mean, it's just, it's a blessing.
Well, I'll just tell you, for Billy and myself, watching you play here at Northwestern has been a blessing for us. We appreciate it, and we're looking forward to Wednesday night.
I appreciate
Congrats on the win.
Thank you, guys.
All right, there you go. Nick Martinelli hits the game winner today, and the Cats win it 63-62 over the Oregon Ducks. We'll come back with our postgame show, our Northwestern Medicine postgame show in a moment. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Abbott in the Big Ten. 18 schools, one blood drive competition with a life-saving purpose. We give blood. This season, your one donation helped save up to 3 lives. And together, we saved over 200,000. But the need for blood never stops. So keep your sleeves rolled up. Keep giving blood. Keep saving lives. Visit big10.org/Abbott to donate.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
That's it. We're done.
You've been listening to Northwestern Wildcat Basketball, presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Now on to the post-game show. Once again, the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Man, welcome to the Wildcat Game post-game show. We've got our win back. It's brought to you by Northwestern Medicine, the official healthcare partner of Northwestern Athletics. For the relentless pursuit of better healthcare, Northwestern Medicine offers leading-edge, compassionate care close to home. Dave Ennett, Billy McKinney, back here at Welsh Ryan Arena. The Wildcats win a thriller over the Oregon Ducks, 63-62. Nick Martinelli, the game winner with 1 second to go. With the victory, the Wildcats improved their record to 13-16. They improved to 3-6 here at Welsh Ryan Arena, 9-6 at Welsh Ryan Arena, 3-6 here in Big Ten games. They are now 5-13 in the Big Ten. Cats have won 3 in a row following a 5-game losing streak. They win their second straight here at home. Oregon, with the loss, sees their hopes for a third straight win snap. They fall to 11-18, 4-14 in the Big Ten, 2-7 on the road. We'll take a break. We'll talk to Coach Chris Collins, recap the scoring for you on our post-game show. 63-62, Cats win it over the Ducks. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield, 720 WGN.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for the players every game at Welsh Ryan Arena. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup or for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, the official hardwood floor care provider of Northwestern basketball.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries. We see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals. Because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of the Northwestern Wildcats.
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Get up to the minute Chicago news weekdays at 2 on the Lisa Dent Show on WGN.
63-62. The Wildcats win it here. They've now won 3 in a row for the first time since, as I mentioned earlier, last February when they won at Ohio State, at Minnesota, and then beat Iowa here. And Billy, I mentioned this a little bit earlier. Cats have played their share of tight games. They even their record now in games decided by 5 points or less. They're now 5-5. 6-9 in games decided by 10 or less. And well, this one just took just about 39 minutes and about 59 seconds, I think.
Yeah, it went, as they say, it went right down to the wire. And still, when that ball went up and hung on the rim, we weren't sure what the outcome was going to be. But Nick Martinelli got the friendly roll. As we say, you got the, when you're playing on your golf course, you got the right bounce. You got the members bounce, and the Cats come away with the win. But you can't say enough about his effort, but also watching this team that's had a tough year just not quit. Dave, that when these guys look back at this, whether you're winning or losing, and I look back at my time, whether it's in the NBA or here, not quitting is absolutely essential in everything that you do in life. And these guys have continued to battle, and they continue to play with pride of wearing the Northwestern uniform. And finally, they're starting to get the bounces to go their way, and they're making them go their way with the way they're playing. They shoot 62% in the second half.
Yep, just very similar to what they did on Tuesday night at Indiana, where their defense was much better in the second half. They held Oregon to 26 points in the second half here today, and that's just about what they did against Indiana the other night in the second half too. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We got the coach coming up, and we'll also recap the scoring for you. 63-62. The Cats win it over the Ducks. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey, Northwestern fans, enjoy a meal at Wildfire, a 1940-style supper club featuring steaks, chops, and seafood. Try one of Wildfire's signature dishes from our all-American menu: horseradish-crusted filet, Wildfire chopped salad, roasted prime rib, and cedar plank salmon. Dine in and take in the smells from the wood-burning oven, or watch our chefs in action at our open kitchen. Lunch, dinner, carry-out, and private parties. Stop by any one of our 5 Chicago-area Wildfire locations. For reservations, visit wildfirerestaurant.com.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
Wake up with Bob Surratt in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10, on your home for Wildcat basketball.
63-62, the Wildcats win it. Northwestern Medicine on the relentless pursuit for better healthcare brings us our post-game interview with head coach Chris Collins, our Northwestern Medicine post-game interview. All right, so what was your halftime speech this time?
Oh man, I don't even know. I'm trying to catch my breath. Honestly, guys, all I really said to the guys, there were a couple things we needed to clean up with our scheme, but all I really said to the guys was, guys, this game's about us. If we want to dig down and we want to fight for this game, we'll get it. And whatever that means, if it means getting a rebound, if it means grabbing a loose ball, it means having the confidence to step up and make a shot. I really felt it was on us. And I thought the guys came out. We played a really good second half. I thought, they got a lot of offensive rebounds because of their size, but I thought really our physicality in the paint was really good today. I thought our double teams in the post were as good as they've been pretty much all year. They were with force. We were able to force some turnovers. They turned it over 16 times. And we made one play enough to win the game. It's just kind of only fitting on, I guess, bobblehead night and, Nick being the guy he is and his patented flipper doodle, whatever everybody wants to call it. And man, that thing hung on the rim for about 3 seconds. I was like, please go in. And fortunately it did. And just really happy for our team.
You held Indiana to 26 in the second half. You held Oregon to 26 in the second half. You held Indiana to 30, just over 30% shooting in the second half. You held Oregon to 31%. I mean, there are a lot of similarities between the way you played Tuesday and the way you played today.
Yeah, I think it's showing a lot of growth, Dave. We've really struggled with young guys and kind of with competitive resolve. We've struggled when things haven't gone well. We've struggled to turn things around. We have a bad 3 or 4 minutes and then it just it snowballs into a 20-point deficit.